Good morning to respected HOD sir, teachers, seniors, and colleagues. Today's topic for seminar is beta-adrenergic agonist. Introduction. Classification of beta-mimetic. Adrenergic agonists are divided into direct acting, mixed acting, and indirect acting. Direct acting adrenergic agonists are further classified in selective and non-selective. For example, phenylephrine is alpha 1 selective agonist, alpha 2 selective agonist is clonidine, beta 1 selective agonist is dobutamine, and beta 2 agonist is terbutaline. In non-selective, examples are oxymetazoline acts on alpha 1 and alpha 2 receptor, isoproterenol acts on beta 1 and beta 2 receptors, epinephrine acts on alpha 1, alpha 2, beta 1 and beta 2 receptor, and norepinephrine act on alpha 1, alpha 2 and beta 1 receptor. Indirect acting adrenergic agonist responses are not reduced by prior treatment with reserpine or guanethidine. Responses may be potentiated by cocaine, reserpine, and guanethidine. Example of mixed acting adrenergic agonist is ephedrine, which acts on alpha 1, alpha 2, beta 1, beta 2 receptors and also act as releasing agent. The response is reduced by prior treatment with reserpine or guanethidine. In indirect acting adrenergic agonist, the releasing agents are amphetamine and tyramine. The responses are abolished by prior treatment with reserpine or guanethidine. The example of uptake inhibitor is cocaine, monoamino oxidase inhibitor is salicylic, and catechol O methyltransferase inhibitor is entacapone. Structure activity relationship of sympathomimetic amines. As adrenergic transmission occur through neurotransmitter norepinephrine, epinephrine, and dopamine, these neurotransmitters chemically belong to amines. They possess the catechol nucleus and collectively called catecholamines. Beta-phenylethylamine, it can be viewed as parent compound of sympathomimetic amines. The structure permits substitution to be made on the aromatic ring, the alpha and the beta carbon atoms, and the terminal amino group to yield a variety of compounds with sympathomimetic activity. Mechanism of substitution. First is separation of aromatic ring and amino group. By far, the greatest sympathomimetic activity occurs when two carbon atoms separate the ring from the amino group. This rule applies with few exceptions to all types of action. Second is substitution on the benzene ring. Maximal alpha and beta activity depends on the presence of hydroxyl groups on position 3 and 4. When one or both of these groups are absent with no other aromatic substitution, the overall potency is reduced. Hydroxyl groups in position 3 and 5 confer beta 2 receptor selectivity on compounds with large amino substituents. Phenylethylamines that lack hydroxyl groups on the ring and the beta hydroxyl group on the side chain act almost exclusively by causing the release of norepinephrine from sympathetic nerve terminal. Third is substitution on the amino group. The effects of amino substitution are most readily seen in the actions of catecholamines on alpha and beta receptors. Increase in the size of the alkyl substituent increases beta receptor activity. This activity is greatly increased in epinephrine by addition of a methyl group. Beta 2 selective compounds require a large amino substituent, but they depend on other substitution to define selectivity for beta 2 rather than for beta 1 receptors. Fourth is substitution on the alpha carbon atom. The substitution on the alpha carbon atom blocks oxidation by monoamino oxidase, greatly prolonging the duration of action of non-catecholamines because their degradation depends on largely the action of this enzyme. Similarly, compounds with an alpha methyl substituent persist in nerve terminals and are more likely to release norepinephrine from storage sites. Fifth is substitution on the beta carbon atom. Substitution of a hydroxyl group on the beta carbon generally decreases action within CNS largely because it lowers lipid solubility. However, such substitution greatly enhances agonist activity and at both alpha and beta adrenergic receptors. Sixth is optical isomerism. Substitution on either alpha or beta carbon yields optical isomers. Levorotatory substitution on the beta carbon confers the greater peripheral activity so that the naturally occurring levoepinephrine and levonorepinephrine are at least 10 times more potent than their unnatural dextroisomers. Dextrorotatory substitution on the alpha carbon generally results in a more potent compound. Dextroamphetamine is more potent than levoamphetamine in central but not peripheral activity. Beta-adrenergic receptor agonists. Basic structure for every beta-2 agonist. The phenyl rings that are used for beta-2 agonists, they are named resorcinol ring, alpha-salicyl alcohol, or alpha-N-formamide group. Different substituents on phenylethylamine take place marked as different R groups. Chemistry. Development of beta-2 agonist is based on substitution in the catecholamine structure. Beta-2 receptor selectivity depends on hydroxyl in the position 3, 5 with substitution of the terminal amine. Catechol O methyltransferase resistant. Compound without one or both hydroxyl substitutions on phenyl ring at 3-4 position are not acted upon by COMT and therefore prolongs the effect. Resistance to monoamino oxidase enzyme is due to substitution on the alpha carbon. The long duration may be due to a moderate lipophilicity, substitution of polar groups on the phenylethylamine structure, a hydroxyl group on the beta carbon. This keeps the drug in the membrane close to the receptor, so it behaves as a slow release drug. Exosite or exoceptor, distinct from the beta-2 adrenoreceptor that binds to long aliphatic tail of the compound with high affinity. Stereoselective beta-2 agonists, for example, albuterol and levalbuterol. Albuterol is a racemic mixture of active R isomers, which is more potent, and inactive S isomers. They increase airway responsiveness. Mode of action, direct action of agonist. All three beta receptor subtypes couple to G protein and activate adenyl cyclase. Stimulation of beta adrenergic receptors lead to accumulation of cyclic AMP, which leads to activation of pKi holoenzyme and alter function of numerous cellular proteins as a result of phosphorylation. In addition, G protein subunits can enhance direct activation of voltage-sensitive calcium channels in plasma membrane of skeletal and cardiac muscle cells. Increase in pKa results in lowering of calcium ion concentration by active removal of calcium from cytosol into intracellular stores and out of the cell. Inhibition of PLC-IP3 pathway and its mobilization of cellular calcium inhibition of myosin light chain kinase activation, activation of myosin light chain phosphatase, opening of a large conductance calcium activated potassium channel, which repolarizes the smooth muscle cell and may stimulate the sequestration of calcium into intracellular stores. Receptors may also couple to calcium activated potassium via G protein so that relaxation of Airway smooth muscle may occur independently to an increase in CAMP. Indirect action of agonist. Prevention of mediator release from lung mast cell. Prevention of microvascular leakage and development of bronchial mucosal edema after exposure to mediators such as histamine and leukotriene D4. Enhance mucociliary clearance, increase in mucus secretion from submucosal glands, and ion transport across airway epithelium. Presynaptic beta-2 receptors to inhibit acetylcholine release and reducing reflex cholinergic bronchoconstriction. Actions on organs. Heart. In heart, the action is more prominent through beta-1 receptor than beta-2 receptors. Stimulation of sinoatrial node increases in heart rate. Increase in contractility of the atrial muscles and conduction velocity. At AV node, it increases the conduction and decrease effective refractory period. Action on the Hinge-Purkinje system is increase in the automaticity. At ventricular myocardium, the increase in the force of the contraction. Action on respiratory system. They cause relaxation of bronchial smooth muscles, which leads to bronchodilation. They cause inhibition of release of inflammatory mediator from mast cell. Action on eye is through beta-2 receptors. They facilitate the trabecular outflow at trabecular filtering cells and increase aqueous secretion at ciliary epithelium. At stomach, they cause relaxation of smooth muscles. Metabolic effects. At liver, it releases glucose with potassium. At skeletal muscle and heart, it decreases the uptake of glucose and increase production of lactic acid. At pancreatic A islet cells, it increases the secretion of glucagon. At brown adipose tissue, it causes breakdown of triglyceride and increase the level of free fatty acid and thermogenesis. Classification. Beta agonists are classified into catecholamines and non-catecholamines. Non-selective catecholamine is isoproterenol. Beta-1 selective catecholamine is dobutamine. Non-catecholamines are further classified into beta-1 selective, beta-2 selective, and beta-3 selective. Prenaltrol is beta-1 selective. Beta-3 selective non-catecholamine is mirabegron. Beta-2 selective are divided into short-acting, long-acting, and very long-acting. Short-acting beta-2 selective are metaproterenol, albuterol, levalbuterol, terbutaline, isotherine, and phenolterol. Long-acting beta-2 selective agonists include salmeterol, formoterol, arformoterol, carmeterol, ritodrine, and isosuprin. Very long-acting beta-2 selective agonists are indacaterol, olodaterol, and vilanterol. Non-selective beta agonist, isoproterenol. Its effect on beta-1 receptor is similar to beta-2 receptor, which is more than beta-3 receptor. It is metabolized in liver and other tissues by catechol-O-methyltransferase enzyme. It is used in emergencies to stimulate heart rate. The adverse effects are palpitation, tachycardia, headache, and flushing. Beta-1 selective agonist. Actions of the beta-1 receptor include stimulation of viscous amylase-filled secretions from the salivary glands, increase in the cardiac output, increase heart rate in SA node, increase atrial cardiac muscle contractility. also called as inotropic effect, increases contractility and automaticity of ventricular cardiac muscles, increases conduction and automaticity of AV node, renin release from JG cells. Dobutamine. It is a racemic mixture of two enantiomeric form, selective for beta-1 agonistic actions. L form is alpha-1 receptor agonist and D form is alpha-1 and beta-1 receptor agonist. Used for short-term management of cardiac decompensation, cardiac surgery, congestive heart failure, and acute myocardial infarction. Adverse effects are precipitation of angina or MI, atrial fibrillation, sharp rise in blood pressure and heart rate with history of hypertension. Prenalterol. It is beta-1 adrenergic agonist. It is cardiac stimulant promoted for reversal of beta blockage. It has inotropic effect on heart with little chronotropic effect. Beta-2 selective agonist. Activity of beta-2 adrenoreceptor agonist by bronchial smooth muscle relaxation causes bronchodilation in an asthmatic attack. Inhibition of release of bronchoconstrictor inflammatory mediator from mast cell will relieve the bronchospasm. Therefore, they are used in asthma and COPD. At higher concentration, this selectivity is lost and adverse effect is increased. To avoid these side effects, structural modification is done and these agents are administered by inhalation route. Short-acting beta-2 agonist, metoprolol. It is less beta-2 selective than salbutamol or terbutaline. Risosilone class of bronchodilators have hydroxyl groups at position 3 and 5. It is resistant to methylation by COMT and it is active by inhalation route and oral route. Onset of action by oral route is slower and its effect lasts for 3 to 4 hours. By inhalation route, onset is within minutes. It is primarily excreted as glucuronic acid conjugates. It is used for long-term treatment of obstructive airway diseases, asthma, and for the treatment of acute bronchospasm. It is given at the dose of 10 to 20 mg 3 times a day orally. It is prone to cause cardiac stimulation. Salbutamol. It is also called as albuterol. It is highly selective beta-2 agonist. Salbutamol has alpha salicyl alcohol phenyl ring. The hydroxyl group on the beta carbon is a mixture of S and R isomers, where the R isomer is the active one. Levalbuterol is R isomer of albuterol. Pharmacokinetics. Route of administration is oral and inhalation. Oral bioavailability is 50% due to pre-systemic metabolism in the gut wall. It is not metabolized by COMT. Onset of action via inhalation is 15 minutes and duration is 4 to 6 hours. The dose is 100 microgram in single dose inhalation by MDI and 2 to 4 milligram orally. It also causes arrest of uncomplicated premature labor. Levalbuterol. It is R enantiomer of salbutamol. It is much more active and the dose would be four-fold less than albuterol. It is used in asthma and COPD. It is available only as a solution for nebulizer. Side effect of levosalbutamol is less than side effects of salbutamol. Terbutaline. It contains a resorcinol ring. It is not metabolized by COMT. Pharmacokinetics. It can be given via oral, subcutaneous, or inhalation routes. Via inhalation route, onset is rapid and the duration of action is 3 to 6 hours. Via oral route, the onset and the duration is delayed by 1 to 2 hours. It is used in obstructive airway diseases, acute bronchospasm, and emergency management of status asthmaticus. Disadvantage: the inhaled powder formulation is avoided as their pH is below 5.5 and it harms the tooth enamel and causes tooth erosion. If used regularly, it develops tolerance. Oral dose is 2.5 to 5 mg twice or thrice a day, and inhalation dose is 250 microgram per puff via meter dose inhaler. Pirbuterol. It is relatively selective beta-2 agonist. The structure of pirbuterol is similar to salbutamol, except the substitution of benzene ring with pyridine ring. Via inhalation route, the action starts within 10 minutes and the action lasts for 4 to 6 hours. The only preparation available is breath-activated metered-dose inhaler. It is a device meant to optimize medication delivery by releasing a spray of medication only on the patient's initiation of inspiration. Isoethrin. It is the first beta-2 selective drug widely used for the treatment of airway obstruction. It is no longer marketed in US due to severe side effects such as increased heart rate and hypertension, and availability of the newer drugs with lesser adverse effect. It is catecholamine, but it is resistant to metabolism by MAO. It is metabolized by COMT. It is used for the treatment of acute episodes of bronchoconstriction. It is given only by inhalation route. Bitalterol. It is novel beta-2 agonist prodrug of terbutaline. Hydroxyl groups in the catechol moiety are protected by esterification with 4-methyl benzoate. Esterases in the lung and other tissue hydrolyze this prodrug to active form, colterol. The action of bitalterol lasts for 3 to 6 hours. It is given at the dose of 10 to 20 mg once daily. Phenoterol is a beta-2 selective agonist. After inhalation, rapid onset of action, and the effect lasts for 4 to 6 hours. It is withdrawn from the market due to possible association of increased deaths from asthma. Dysrhythmias and cardiac effects are due to effects on the beta-1 adrenergic receptors. Other beta-2 selective agonist is procaterol. After inhalation, prompt onset of action that sustains for nearly 5 hours. Long-acting beta-2 agonist, salmeterol. It has 50-fold greater selectivity for beta-2 receptors than salbutamol. It has sustained duration of action more than 12 hours. Salmeterol is more lipophilic than salbutamol. Salmeterol has additional anti-inflammatory activity. It is metabolized by CYP3A4 enzyme. Route of elimination is fecal route. The onset of action is slow, therefore it is not suitable for acute attack. It is used for maintenance therapy and nocturnal asthma. The adverse effects are tachycardia, breakthrough symptoms, tremor, hyperglycemia, and hypocalcemia. The dose is 25 to 100 microgram via inhalation route twice a daily. Salmeterol multicenter asthma research trial. This trial was done in 2006. It is 28 weeks randomized double-blind placebo-controlled observational study. In this study, addition of a long-acting agonist to usual therapy was associated with an increased risk of fatal or near-fatal asthmatic attacks as compared with usual therapy alone. This study is controversial and often criticized because only a minority of subjects in SMART were taking inhaled corticosteroids, and there is a lack of reports of increased asthma mortality among patients taking both a long-acting agonist and inhaled steroids. Formoterol. It is highly lipophilic and has high affinity for beta-2 receptors. Action starts within 5 minutes and lasts up to 12 hours. The sustained action is due to its insertion into lipid bilayer of the plasma membrane, from which it gradually diffuses to provide prolonged stimulation of the receptors. It is used in asthma, COPD, bronchospasm, and prophylaxis of exercise-induced bronchospasm. It is given at the dose of 12 to 24 microgram twice a day by inhalation. R formoterol. It is R enantiomer of formoterol. It has twice potency than racemic formoterol. It is used in long-term treatment of bronchoconstriction in COPD and chronic bronchitis, asthma, and emphysema. It also inhibits the release of mast cell mediators such as histamine and leukotrienes. Pharmacokinetics. Bioavailability is 52 to 65%. Its peak plasma level is achieved after 1 hour. It is metabolized primarily by direct conjugation to glucuronide or sulfate conjugates and secondarily by O-demethylation by cytochrome P2D6 and cytochrome P2C19. It does not inhibit any of the common cytochrome P. Side effects are skeletal muscle tremors and cramps, insomnia, tachycardia, decrease in plasma potassium, increase in plasma glucose. Carmoterol. It is pure RR isomer and non-catechol with a p-methoxyphenyl group on the carboxyl aromatic ring. It is potent and selective beta-2 agonist in tracheal preparation than in the right atrium. Rapid onset and long duration of action over 24 hours with once a day dosing. It is used in asthma and COPD. Bambuterol. It is prodrug of terbutaline. It is slowly metabolized. It is longer acting for 24 hours. The only indication is chronic asthma. It is given at the dose of 10 to 20 mg once daily. Clenbuterol is beta-2 selective agonist. It causes increase in the heart rate and force of contraction of skeletal muscle. It is used illicitly by sportsmen to improve the performance. Ritodrine. It is beta-2 selective agonist used as uterine relaxant. It is excreted in urine, orally active. Used as a tocolytic to suppress preterm labor up to 72 hours. It is started as 50 microgram per minute IV infusion. The rate of infusion can be increased every 10 minutes till uterine contraction ceases or maternal heart rate increases to 120 per minute. Contraction can be kept suppressed by continuous IV infusion. Side effects include hypotension, tachycardia, arrhythmia, pulmonary edema, hyperglycemia, hyperinsulinemia, hypokalemia, anxiety, restlessness, and headache. Very long-acting beta-2 agonist. Indacaterol. It is potent beta-2 agonist with high intrinsic activity. Approved by US FDA on July 1, 2011. The advantage is it is longer acting. It has twofold higher intrinsic activity than salmeterol. It has good overall tolerability profile and higher patient compliance. Other very long-acting beta agonists are olodaterol, which is used in combination with tiotropium bromide in COPD, and vilanterol, in combination with fluticasone. Beta 3 agonists. Mirabegron. It is selective beta 3 adrenergic agonist. FDA approved this drug on 28 June 2012. It is used in the treatment of overactive bladder with symptoms of urgency, urge urinary incontinence, and urinary frequency in the patients who are unable to tolerate anticholinergic agents for overactive bladder. Pharmacokinetics. Bioavailability is 25 to 35%. The drug is 70% protein bound. Metabolism is hepatic via dealkylation, amide hydrolysis, glucuronidation, oxidation, and cytochrome enzyme. Excretion is 55% through urinary route and 35% through feces. Half-life is 50 hours. Pharmacology. It agonizes beta 3 receptors of the bladder detrusor muscle, leading to relaxation. It has minimal intrinsic activity on the beta 1 and beta 2 receptors. Common adverse effects are hypertension, urinary tract infection, nasopharyngitis, and headache. Toxicity monitoring indicators are pulse and blood pressure. Dosage. In adults with overactive bladder, it is initially given at 50 mg once daily dose orally. We may increase to 50 mg once daily according to response and tolerance. These are the references which I have taken for the preparation of this seminar. Thank you.